How's it going, YouTube? Malagant here. We're going to be checking the devotions of my Shieldbreaker because there has been a couple of questions about the devotions actually, like how do you come to this? It has mostly to do with like let's say baiting and like trying to keep like as much value as possible. What I mean by that is that for instance to activate the fiend over here we need a red, but then fiend, when we have the fiend, uh, fiend ends up giving us the red, so you don't necessarily need the red anymore. So in the grand scheme of things, this is basically the rule that applies, why it is like so locked in, and it is hard to get to maybe at times, but like once you get the idea, it's not necessarily the hardest thing to pull off. You don't necessarily, like, I didn't really like study this, how to build it up. Like I'll be trying it just on the go, and we can try and figure out together, like it should be fine. So let's just like go Jackal, Quill and Hawk from the very beginning. We can just like remove them later on anyway, so it doesn't really matter all that much. I'm not going to be putting any points into the Rowan's Crown because, as you can see, I didn't even complete them, so we don't necessarily have any affinity bonus from there. But we have some affinity bonus from the Lotus apparently, so let's take Lotus as well. Let's try to like build up to something. So we have like Bard's Harp that is giving us like 2/2 affinities, and it requires a purple and it requires a blue. So let's just like bait the Bard's Harp. This, I know this has nothing to do with the build that I gave you, but it doesn't matter because we're gonna remove it anyways. Like, it's fine. So we have the Bard's Harp. Let's take the Kraken as well. What did we take? We have taken blue and we have taken purple, right? Just to build up to these. But Kraken and the Bard combined, they already paid up for the blue. So we could actually like remove almost everything except the Crossroads one apparently. So the Sailor's Guide already went away. So this build up actually like ended up unlocking the Hyrian, which is gonna pay both blue and purple. Let's complete the Hyrian as well. Maybe now I can actually like get rid of the purple. Still not. Let's take the Behemoth too. So what else are we missing? We are missing the Chariot, and that seems to be it actually. So if you look at this, I have one purple on the Crossroads. So this is also why I cannot remove the Harpies still. Let's put a purple to the Crossroads, and we should be able to like remove this now. I'm always starting from the bottom, it doesn't remove that way. We should also be able to like remove all these too, it looks like. So the last things are going to be the Chariots, and then we obviously have the Torch as well. And then on top of that we have the last points going into the Elemental Storm, and this fixes it. So literally, like, I don't necessarily want you to like memorize this kind of like deal for only this thing, or like this build. Like, it is the main idea behind it again is just like trying to build up to something, and if they're capable of like paying at the very least a little bit of themselves. So in this case, let's say Kraken requires 5 blue, but it gives back 3 blue. So what that means is that actually we only need 2 blue. But if I give 2 blue, I won't be able to unlock Kraken. So how about we give, 5 blue for now, so we have the Kraken open, let's say. And then afterwards we could actually like just give 2 blue later on, and I'll be able to, remove it. So what I'm talking about is that we can give 3 instead from here. Now the entire Sailor's Guide and the Crossroads build up to the Kraken can disappear because Kraken is helping sustain itself. So that is pretty much like the entire deal, and you can, combine all this to make a build like this one in the beginning. One more thing that I'm going to tell you is that, like, obviously there's like tier 1s in the devotions that are like closer to the Crossroads, less valuable. Some of them are more valuable than the others, of course, always. Then there's the tier 2, a little bit further away than the tier 1s. And then there's the tier 3, right? Which I usually don't pay anything at all. And then they also require a huge affinity to be activated. So those are the tier 3s. They're also like a lot more valuable, obviously, than tier 2s, and then also tier 1s too. So in a build like this, like, usually what you're trying to do is have the least amount of tier 1s at the very end, but don't confuse this to leveling. when it comes to leveling, tier 1s are pretty good most of the time, because they will give you very simple things that are going to like make your life a lot easier while you're leveling. So yeah, that was just a random one. I'll see you guys next time. I hope this was helpful. Peace out, bros.